Get started. Like I said, go ahead and do hashtag Daisy. We're going to do a daisy on the glass. Now, I did not clean my glass before I did this. So, yeah, I was supposed to clean it before I did this. I forgot to do it. But I'm going to wipe it down with a baby wipe. So I'm going to grab a baby wipe and I'm going to wipe it down. And if you are coming in and you're just coming in and you're watching, just go ahead and say hi. This is my free monthly DIY that I do in my free group. So you're watching from my free group. I decided to just go ahead and share it because I'm a giver. I'm a big giver. So yeah, and if you want the supply list, you can go to our free group, and I'll go ahead and put that in the descriptions. I will give you the link for that if you want the supply list for this DIY challenge today. Like, this is a challenge. Like, I did this last night. I did the sunflower last night. I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a challenge today, because I found out that the paint that I got, which is glass paint, by the way, it's really, really thin. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to, and I noticed that I'm going to have to put some white paint on here. So I'm going to show you, I have some tips I'm going to give you to help you with that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab me a paper towel. Make sure you have towels handy. I noticed yesterday too, I didn't have towels handy. So I have towels, paper towels handy, because I noticed that if you make a mistake, the wonderful thing about glass paint, and I love the fact that glass paint does this, is that it's so easy to wipe off. And I always have baby wipes, and just in case. So just have paper towels close by, just in case. But I'm going to go ahead and dry this off because this has like white fluffy things on them. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this off. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. What are your guys' plans for the weekend? If you guys can go ahead and tell me what your plans are for the weekend, go right ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put in the group so you can get that. You can go ahead and grab that, those supply lists, because the supply lists are in there. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the link to the workshop, which should have the supply list in there. Actually, let's just go to the group, because it's in the group. If you go in the group, it's my free group. So I have an online canvas painting and DIY workshop studio. It's a free group. You go in there, I do lots of workshops in there. Free workshops. You just post you post like your projects and stuff in there. It's a really, really fun group. And I like to share a lot of tips and stuff in there too. Like, I share a lot of stuff with you guys too. I share a lot of stuff on my page, but I like to share it in the group because I like it to be kind of, I like you guys to be able to share your work that, I show you, or so. Hold on. Copy link. Let me give it to you here, because I want you to be able to share your work and share your art, because I think it's important. If I would use my mouse, right? I really need something to drink. Whew. I'm like parched today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and send that to you. Nose itchy. And I'm just cleaning my glass. So I'm cleaning my glass. See, it's clean. And you guys just let me know if you can't see, because if you can't see, I can try to turn on my little light. Now, I used to have a light, but I accidentally broke my light, my little above light. I had a little hold on. There we go. Now you can see my face. Okay. I used to have like a little light, and I broke it. So yeah. If you are joining in and you're joining me live, you can go ahead and put hashtag live or hashtag watch. If you are joining me and you're rewatching this, just put hashtag rewatch. But I want you to put hashtag Daisy because I'm going to be doing a monthly giveaway, and I want you to be able to be in on it. So go ahead and put hashtag Daisy. And those of you who put hashtag Daisy, I'm going to put your name in a drawing. And at the end of this month, I think on the 31st, I'm going to pull names. It'll have to be in the morning. So in the morning on the 31st, I will pull names and someone will win something. So a gift card or whatnot. So it's kind of like my appreciation to you guys and saying thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Kind of stuff like that. So I think that's important, and I'm a big giver. I love to give. So definitely want to do that for you guys and just say thank you so much for supporting me and being here and just watching me and like learning from me. Hopefully you're learning from me, and just, you know, dealing with me and just dealing with me and watching me, you know, act all crazy and stuff like that, you know, on, you know, YouTube and Facebook and you know, everywhere, right? This crazy lady that paints on glass, you know, and random stuff, right? But she loves doing it. I do. I love painting. I think it's relaxing. I think it's I feel like it's relaxing. I feel like it's great to just do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So in the supply list, I had mentioned that to use Americana. If you can't find Americana, the multi-purpose or multi-surface Americana, that's okay. Now, I couldn't find black, so I got gloss enamels. I think I'm saying that right. Enamels. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But I think I got that right. Hopefully. So I bought this, which is a multi-purpose or multi-surface acrylic paint. It works on glass. It's fine. Now, I was reading the back of these because I like to read to make sure. And I realized that you have to heat it to 275 degrees. And I didn't realize that you had to do that. And so you have to put it in the oven. You have to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. But then you have, so like I was reading the back of it, and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that you had to do that. So yeah, I didn't put that in the directions. Just to let you know that these two are different. So I want to let you know to be sure and make sure you read the directions on the back of your bottles. Anytime you get any glass paints, like if you get glass paints, like if you get two different kinds, like I like to read the back of them and make sure that to make sure that if they say something different and you're using two different ones, that I don't know like how it really works, because I've never really used two different ones, because I've always tried to, you know, I always try to get the same type, but this time I didn't. So this one says for the top rack. Oh, I'm not reading that part. That's weird. It says apply 1 to 2 coats, which I usually do. I do 2 coats. I always do 2 coats. I didn't do 2 coats last night. I should have. Allow to cure for 4 days. So you let it sit for 4 days. The same over here. It says 4 days. Place in a cool oven. Set temperature to 325 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for 30 minutes. Cool with oven door partially open, not for food contact surfaces. I don't know. Yeah. So this one says 275 degrees. This one says 325 degrees. So make sure you're reading the directions on the back and which ones are which. So I mean, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Heat oven to 275 and bake for 30 minutes. And then I guess you let it cure. I don't know. I've never, like, I don't know. I've never really read on the back of it, but then I read it and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should start reading it. This is my only third time doing it on glass. So this is my third time doing this with glass, painting on glass. And, because even in the glitter one, it's different too. Yeah. So the glitter is different. So I thought that I could put glitter right on top of it. But it says here that for glass and ceramics, cure, air dry for 21 days. Do not bake. In big letters, it says do not bake. So do not bake. I am going to put glitter on it, but I'm going to wait until this cures. And I guess I could do a live and show you how the glitter looks on there. Now I did a little glitter on this one. But this one's not going to, like, I'm not really going to be drinking out of it. I'm not going to be doing anything out of it. But this is the one that I did last night. I could probably use another coat for this one. But like I said, make sure you're reading directions on the back. Yeah, because I didn't realize that you had to bake your glass. I'm always concerned of putting glass in the oven. So I don't know. I'm going to do a little more research because I don't know, like I get nervous. I don't know why. I think it's because, like, I think of Pyrex dishes. If you put a Pyrex, well, I don't know if you put a Pyrex dish in the oven, of course, like it doesn't blow up, but still, like, I don't know, like it's so fragile. Like if you think about it, it's fragile. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my, like, thinking of it, you know, like I'm just thinking, I overthink it, right? Like overthinking it. All right. Moving on. All right. Don't mind my overthinking, guys. Let's see. Okay. I've literally run out of palettes because, yeah, I have a big issue of not cleaning them out. Even though I probably should. So, give me one moment. Oh, that's wet. I don't know why that's wet. All right, I'm going to go grab a paper plate. I'll be right back. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just grab an egg holder. Oops, I didn't mean to rip that. That did not want to be ripped. Oopsie. I'm going to grab an egg holder. I love these things, guys. I love egg holders. This is the reason why. Because I can fit my paint in them. But there's another reason why I like egg holders. Hold on. Because I can cut them up. So I can cut them. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just cutting it in half. That way I have it. So I got to cut an egg holder. You could use whatever you want. I'm using an egg holder because that's what I got around me. I recycle almost everything. I don't know why, I just do. Like, I tell my boys, I'm like, I tell them, I was like, keep it, like, keep that, don't throw it away. Because, like, I use it all the time, you know? I was like, don't throw away my egg, don't throw away the egg, the styrofoam eggs or whatever. Even the styrofoam ones work too. All right, so here we go. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to use white. And we're going to do the stem later on, but I'm going to turn my, and this one's going to look kind of weird. You're not going to be able to really see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to kind of walk you through. And I'm going to use my small brush. So I'm going to use my liner brush. This is my liner brush. So it's a small brush. It's really, really tiny. And I probably should get something to drink because if I don't, my voice is going to go out, guys. Like, I seriously probably should get something to drink. So I'll be right back. Hold on a minute. Let me grab something to drink and then I will be there to assist. Give me 1 minute. I promise. I have not left you yet. I just need to get something to drink or else I will not be able to talk. I just have, like, if I don't have water, I will not be able to talk. And then I can't tell you what to do. I like have to clear my throat. Like it's that morning, like, oops, my mouth's not working. All right, I just want to make sure we're good. We're live. Oh yay, we're live. Oh yay. Okay. I want to make sure I'm live and on YouTube too. Because sometimes it won't do it on YouTube. Oh yay, I'm live on YouTube. Okay. All right. Alrighty then. So I'm just going to put in here step 1, and I'm going to put it in the comments because I want you guys to see what it looks written out a little bit so that you know. So we're going to do step 1. We're doing the bottom part of our wine glass. So step 1, we're going to do dots. So step 1, we're going to use our liner brush, okay, to do dots. And I'm to do dots. My dog has the worst timing ever. So we're going to use our liner brush. So this is just our small liner brush. Hold on, Belle. You're so impatient. This is just a liner brush, and we're going to do dots on the bottom of our glass, okay? We're going to turn our glass upside down, and we're going to use our liner brush, okay? So that's our step 1, and I'm going to use, and I'm going to tell you what color we're going to use. We're going to use, oh my goodness, my mind just went blank. I have to look at my picture because my mind just went blank. Give me 1 minute. I have it up. We're going to use yellow. We're going to use yellow, and we're going to use yellow and brown. So we're going to mix yellow and brown together. Now, like I said, the paint was a little watery, so we might have to do two coats. But I'm going to do some yellow, and I'm going to do some brown, okay? And we're going to kind of mix it together. It doesn't matter. It can be messy. It could be the same color. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So it can be messy. This is your canvas. This is your glass, okay? So we're just going to do dots on the bottom of our glass. So dot, 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 anywhere on the bottom of your glass. We're just not going to go too far with our dots, and we're just doing tiny dots. You're not going to be able to see my dots because they're so tiny. And we're not going to go too far up. We're just going to stay right here by the stem of the glass. Now, don't make them too big and don't make them too small. Make them a little medium size. Just make them a little small, medium. You can make them, I mean, I guess you can make them a variety of size, make them different colors. You can make them yellow or brown. You can make them, I'm kind of mixing them a little bit. I'm kind of making them like a little bit of big, a little bit of small. Just doing a variety of dots. And I'm using my liner brush to do that. And I'm just holding my brush like a pencil. And I'm just dotting at the bottom of my base. Oof, I got hair in my face. And if you're watching and you're hopping on here just now, just come in and say hi. We're just doing our DIY glass. I'm doing a daisy and showing you guys how to do it. I'm doing a daisy and the bees. Now you want the dots to cover the whole bottom piece down here. And if you need to go get the supply list, go ahead and grab the supply list. And if you want to go grab the supply list later, you totally could too. Now I'm going to go up a little bit more with my dots. I'm going to have to let her out. She's begging to go out. Hold on. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but maybe I can get a closer look at it. Oh, look. You can see my dots a little bit. But if you look inside my cup, you can look like inside. You see the dots inside of it. That's what it's going to look like inside. Because it gives that illusion that the flower is going up in the cup. It's like an illusion that it's inside the cup. Bella, Bella, I hear you. All right, guys, let me let her out a minute. Okay, give me 1 minute. All right, let me leave the door open for you, girl. Sorry, my doggy needed to be let out. Oops. Okay. She needed to be let out. Let me see. Make sure you guys are going. I'm not commenting, and I'm like not sitting here. Make sure you guys are commenting here. Okay. I just want to make sure that no one's not commenting. I can see everybody's comments on here, so okay. I was just making sure that no one's asking questions or whatnot. If you have questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you. And this is just a fun thing to do. This would be something fun to do, like with your girlfriends, you know, on a Friday night, maybe like on a Saturday. Like that. All right. You don't want to go too far up because you're going to want your petals to be longer than your dots. So I think this is good. You could do more, you could do less if you wanted to. I could do more. I could go a little bit more if I wanted to. I probably will. I'll probably do a little bit more, like maybe more dots up here. Maybe to kind of fill it in a little more. I'm gonna need to fill it up there too. But this part up here is gonna be green. So the stem part's going to be green. But I'm just filling it in with the brown and the... There we go. I'm a little shaky today. I don't know what's going on with my shakiness today. God, it's got to be my medicine that causing all the shakiness going on. She must be out there sunbathing. She's staying out there pretty long. Okay. So there's the dots. As you can see, I went all the way around. And I just did a little bit. I'm not going to do a lot because I don't want it to take up my whole entire bottom half. But you could see that inside, if you could look inside, I don't know if you can see inside. You see inside, it looks like the inside of, pretty much inside of a flower, like inside the flower. Okay. So now we're just going to leave that there right now. I'm going to go ahead and rinse my brush. And we're going to turn it back over. And we're going to get a flat brush. I'm going to turn it right back over. I'm going to grab the white because we're going to do white petals because we're doing the, what is going on with the lighting? Ooh, okay. The lighting's a little off. We're going to do, so once you're done with step 1, you're going to go ahead and head on to step 2, which step 2 is you're going to grab your white paint and your flat small brush, or let's see. Let me make sure give you guys the right. I'm going to make sure because I don't want to tell you guys otherwise. I hope I get it. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my shader brush. That's what I was looking for, my shader brush. Or you can grab a number 12 brush, which is your round brush. So I could grab my 12 brush. That is a round brush, but that's not my brush that I want. Where is my brush? Oh, they're over there. Okay. So I'm going to grab my shader brush, and then I'm going to grab my round 12 round brush. Where's it at? This is it, but this isn't the one I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so either one you can use. You can use your shader brush or you can use your round brush. I'm probably going to end up using my shader brush. Either one works. I'm like really thirsty today. Woo. Okay. So you're going to grab your shader brush, or your number 12 round brush. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to dip it in our white and we're going to do our petals. We're going to do petals and we're going to do our petals and I'm going to show you how to do our petals. Daisy petals are really, really simple. So they start small at the bottom and their shape is kind of like a sunflower in a way, but they're not really like a sunflower. I don't know how to really explain it. Sunflowers, the bottom of the sunflower is a little bit thicker. So with daisies, they're not really thick. They're a little thinner. That's kind of why I like the number 12 brush. And I might actually use the number 12 brush. So this is why I like the number 12 brush, because I can take the number 12 brush. So I'm just going to start right here. So I'm going to start right here and I'm going to start with a line and then I'm going to start out like this. So it's like kind of like a line and then go out. It's kind of like a leaf almost. And then I like to curve it out. But they're short leaves. They're not long leaves. And the reason why they're not long leaves is because daisies are not really that big like sunflowers. So I don't really do them that big. So kind of just do it like a leaf, but then I curve it like, and then I'm just going to fill it in. And I kind of just make all the petals the same size. I try to make them all the same size. When I was doing my sunflower, I did have a hard time making them all the same size. So when I get down to here, I want to make sure I kind of just, I don't want to blend it too much, but I do want to blend it a little bit. There we go. There's one leaf. And then now with daisies, you have leaves behind, or petals behind petals. Now we're going to do the petals that are forward first. Okay. And then we'll go back and do the petals that are behind. That way we do the ones that are forward first, and then we'll do the ones that are behind. That way it doesn't look too confusing. So let's go ahead and do our second one. Just do one right here. Go ahead and do my line. I like to do two lines like this, and then bring it out. And sometimes it's hard to gauge how far to go, and that's okay. Sometimes I kind of get it. Sometimes it's easier for me to just do it this way. So I kind of turn it around, and I kind of like look at it. And it's okay if it's not like totally perfect. No one flower is perfect. Now I might have to do another coat on that, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm just doing the inner layering right now. All right, now I'm going to start this way. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Start this way, and then this way, and then, oops, that didn't work out. And see, this is where the handy dandy baby wipe could come into play. If you make a mistake, you just simply wipe it off. Although, now you have to like let it dry for a moment, but that's okay. I can easily take a paper towel and that's going to get filled in anyways, so it's not a big deal. Okay, let's try that one again. So it's in for a moment. It can be tricky for a minute, and then you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It's kind of like a leaf. And out. And then, and I'm a little shaky, so I apologize if it looks like I'm shaking the whole entire glass. I don't know what's up with that today. Apologize. But under control. I can't control that, guys. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. Okay. I'm going to bring that up a little more. And you can always go back and like fix whatever you need to fix. You have to. Okay, there's that one. And we're just going to go around, and I think I could probably add maybe 2 more here. Maybe. We'll see. But as you can see, I'm going to make sure no one's like commenting. There we go. As you can see, look at it so far. That looks good. So far, so good. All right. There we go. I'm going to just fix that one. So far, so good. I think I could probably add 2 more petals. See if I can't squeeze 2 more petals here. So I'm going to go ahead and put one right here. Oh my goodness, the shaking is like going to bother me today. And it's not like literally like nothing I can do about it, guys. I'm sorry. It's just my okay. It's just my condition going on right now. It's not what I want to do. Kind of felt like it was going to happen today. It's like, no, of course. Oh no. Okay. Well, that one's a little crooked, but that's okay. Like I said, petals are not perfect, right? Petals are not perfect on flowers. I'm telling you, like, they're not perfect. It's okay. La la la. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our last one on this side. Ooh, that was ugly. I don't know what I was thinking. I got too much on my that's what it was. I had too much on my paintbrush. And that happens. So anytime you have too much paint on your paintbrush, it will cause a lot of clump in one area. All right, go ahead and fill that one in. Although that one looks a little bit, I need to bring that one in a little more. That one I had a little bit a hard time, so I'm going to put this one upside down so that I can kind of see that one a little more. I'm actually going to fix this one. So what I like about this paint is that I can always just wipe it with the paper towel if it's still wet. So if it's still wet, I could still wipe it. Not necessarily if it's dry. Just depends on if it's good. Hi, Karen. How are you? So glad you could join us. So I am trying to get this petal to do its thing here. Okay. I think we've got it. Okay. So now we're going to do the, I'm so glad you're here too. Yes. Happy Friday. I am painting on glass today. Very challenging, by the way. Just letting you know, the most challenging thing I've done so far. I mean, I've painted on glass before, but it's just always challenging when I do. So now, as you can see, I have my flower in, it looks like it's coming in or out, or it's in my glass, as you can see. Now I can do my petals on the outside or on the others in between, not on the outside. So now, oh, thank you. Now we're going to do the other petals. So with the same brush, I'm not going to put that in the next step, just because we're still working on the petals, but we're going to go ahead and do the next petals. So the next petals are a little, they're in between, so they're not going to really show any of the stems down here. So we're just going to kind of do kind of like the same technique, but we're going to just fill it in like so in between. And I'm like really shaky today, so I apologize if it looks like the whole entire thing is all shaked up. I probably could do better if I did it like this, but I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm trying to, and I might have to do another coat because it looks like I might have to do another coat. But I'm just going in between my petals like this. Actually, this works really great if I do it like this. How did I prep the glass? So all I did was I cleaned it. And I did not clean it. I forgot to clean it. So I used a baby wipe. But I used a baby wipe and then I just wiped it with a paper towel. I know like on some of the back of these, it says to use rubbing alcohol. There's one on here. I usually read the back of these because I want to make sure that I'm reading the directions. And before you got on, Karen, I talked about how to make sure whenever you buy any of like the glass paint stuff that you read the directions, because I actually did not know that you're supposed to bake the glass, which I've never really baked glass before. So I didn't know about that until I read the directions. And then on one of these, it says that you're supposed to use alcohol. And I think it was on the glitter one, if I'm not mistaken. Something about rubbing alcohol. You're supposed to use rubbing alcohol to clean the surface or something. It was on this one, but each one has a different direction. Each one has a different way of prepping your glass, I guess. Yeah. So I didn't really clean. It says to use the top rack dishwasher to clean it, but I didn't really clean it. I should have. I probably should have, but I didn't. Yeah. But usually you're supposed to. You're supposed to put it in the dishwasher to sanitize it. Um, and then this one, it says you're supposed to use rubbing alcohol. Um, but I didn't do that. I probably should have, but I didn't. Because I was running a little bit behind schedule. Yeah, that just kind of happened. Story of my life, running behind schedule. So yeah, and the thing that I notice about these are the glass paint ones from Deco Art. So these are different. So these are a little more watery. I noticed that these have a lot of more water to the base to them. I'm not used to these. These are new. I've never used these before. So I'm not sure if I don't know. These are really different. I had to buy this one, which is a gloss enamels. This is a multi-surface acrylic. This is by Americana because they didn't have the black. Yeah. They didn't have black, so I had to buy it in a different brand. And I like this one better. It feels like it seems like it's a lot thicker, and it just goes on a lot thicker. But I do like the Deco Art one. They do have the Craft Smart. I was gonna get that, but then I don't know. Like I don't know. I was debated, and then I found the Folk Art. I actually found glitter. I found glitter that you can put on glass, and I was so excited when I found this because I love glitter. Glitter is like my favorite. I was so excited when I found it. So, but like I was saying before you hopped on, Karen, I've literally like you have to wait 4 days for this to cure, to put anything on it. And then this, you can't bake. So I have to bake this before putting this on there. And then I have to let this air dry for 21 days. It's crazy. Like I'm reading, I'm like, oh, that is nuts that this has to like air dry for 21 days. But it goes on like, I put it on this and it goes on like clear. It's gold, but it goes on clear. It's really, really, I think it's going to look really, really pretty on this once I'm done with it. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I know I'm like talking. Oops. Did I go too far? I think I went too far. It's okay. I'm like talking and I'm not painting. Oh, I do that all the time. I just go on a rant. Yeah, it is a long time. Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh my goodness. But I mean, if it's just for decoration, you're not going to drink out of it. I mean, I guess that'll be okay, right? So yeah, I'm kind of excited about the glitter because I could never find glitter to put on glass. I've always just did. I've always done like I have an example on my table, but I've always just done like the old fashioned, was the Mod Podge glitter with like, the loose leaf glitter or whatnot type of method. And I could never find acrylic glitter for glass. And so I'm I was so happy to find it at Michael's the other day. Like I was just like, oh, I found glitter that you can put on glass. This is so cool. I was so excited. It was so fun. I was like, but they don't have that many colors. And I don't know, I was a little sad that there weren't that many colors. But so I finished In Between, and there's our daisy. And I might have to do a second coat because it looks like it's a little, I might have to fix some of these little leaves, but you could see that inside, it looks like it's coming out. It looks like it's inside our cup. So, all right. I kind of like it. I like that. Looks really good. I'm gonna have to do a second coat, and I'm gonna let this dry. While we let this dry, we're gonna do the bottom half. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I know I was so excited to do this today. I might have to like go up a little bit on this side because I went a little high on this side. So I might have to go a little further up on this side. It's kind of hard to with this, it's hard to look at it because you're kind of twisting it and looking at it. So I'm going to go up a little bit higher over here. So let's go a little higher. I didn't realize how high I was going up over there. Let's just make these petals a little bit bigger. I didn't realize how high it was over there. Okay. All right, I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, you know, flowers aren't really perfect, to be honest. No petals are all, you know, all the same. They're very unique. And to be honest, whenever I do flowers, they're not symmetrical. So it doesn't really matter, like, if they're, you know, one petal's bigger than the other. So I think to me, it looks perfectly fine. I'm a perfectionist sometimes, so I have to like look at it and I'm like, you know, but I think it looks really, really good. So I think we're going to move on to our stem. And I'm going to do that by turning it upside down, and I'm going to do green. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the green. We're going to do the stem, and then we're going to do a little bee. So I'm going to show you how to do a bee. Actually, we're going to do two bees. I'm going to do one bee on one side, and I'm going to do another bee on the other side. And we're just going to use our round brush again. I rinsed my brush. I'm going to use a round brush. Yeah, I do that all the time. I always repaint, like, oh my goodness, like all the time. Like, it's so frustrating sometimes, but you know what? It's okay. Now I noticed with the green, it is a little watery. So I think I might have to do another coat. Now, I do think that maybe I could put the white down first. Or, you know what? Better yet, what would probably look a lot better. I was just thinking about this. Hold on. You know, I get a little idea in my head. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to use black because I feel like the green does not, I don't know. When I did this one last night, because I kind of did like a little, one of my little, I bought this at the Dollar Tree, to kind of do like a sunflower one, and it didn't come out like I wanted it to. But when I did the green on the bottom, it didn't come out like I wanted it to. It kind of came out black. So I'm thinking just doing black on the bottom. So I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do black, and then I think I'm going to do dots on the stem. So I think that's the plan here. Now, this is your canvas. You can do what you want. You can change it up. You don't have to use the same colors. You can actually do a different color flower if you wanted to. I mean, they have so many colors for glass art now. Like, they had pinks, they had purples, they had like neon colors. yeah, they had like neon colors. They had so many colors. So sky is the limit when it comes to coloring. So you can totally just use whatever colors you want to use. Now I'm going to have to use another coat on this because yet again, it is a very water based paint. Now it's acrylic, but it is very water based. So I will have to go over it again with another coat. So unfortunately, and my throat, oh my goodness, it is so dry today. I don't know why. I live in Southern California and it's so dry today. I mean, I'm happy that it's getting warmer, but it is dry. It's dry. It's like drying me out. Ugh. So like I'm afraid I'm gonna like lose my voice. Then I won't be able to talk. Okay. And I'm kind of just blending in a little bit on the bottom because I want to be sure I kind of bring it in. Oh my goodness, 5 inches of snow? My goodness. My goodness. We need spring. It's supposed to be spring. Why? It's March. What is going on? Where do you live again, Karen? Because I think I heard that I think is it Texas that was getting snow or something? I saw like it's somewhere in El Paso. El Paso was getting snow or something. Like someone posted something. Ohio. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I saw somewhere in El Paso was getting snow. Like they had snow flurries. I'm like, oh my gosh. It never snows in El Paso. Like I'm serious. Like it never snows in El Paso. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. The weather is just nuts. It did this last year too. Like it was crazy last year. I'm going to do another coat. I'm going to turn it upside down now. And then I'm just going to kind of paint down here to kind of paint the base. I'm going to paint it black on the bottom. Yeah, she does. That's funny. Yeah, she does. PMSing. Oh my goodness. The thing is, it's so I live in San Clemente, and we literally live near the beach. So we live off the beach, and at night it gets really, really cold. And so I have to turn the heat on. Like we don't have air conditioning at all. So when it gets hot, and there's no air conditioning, but we get the ocean breeze. However, it gets cold, so I turn the heat on. But my son, funny thing is, my son, he opens his window. Poor little guy. Like I have to go in there and like shut his window, but oh my goodness. It's so cold. Like at night it's cold, and then I don't know. I'm 5 degrees. Like, I don't know. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do it. No. Oh, yeah. Do you miss it? Do you miss the ocean? I love the ocean. It's cold right now, though. Like, the Pacific Ocean is too cold right now. I love the ocean. It was too humid. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have that East Coast, like, you have that East Coast. It gets sticky. It gets like sticky hot, sticky humid. That East Coast sticky because we used to live in Virginia, which has four seasons, by the way. And it was always sticky hot. It was humid hot. I can only imagine how it was on the shore, like on the ocean. Oh my goodness, sticky hot. Ugh, yes. Ugh, horrible. And it's not like southern sticky hot where like because we used to live in Alabama, so it's not like in southern, sticky hot. Like that's different than it is in Virginia. Oh my goodness. Really bad. I'm really actually really digging this black. Like I'm liking this black color with the white. I'm really, really liking this. Like I really think this is a good choice. I think I like it. I don't know if you can see. Well, I'm not painting the bottom of it because I don't want, I really don't want paint on my bottom of my glass. I'm going to do a second coat to this. So you can do a second coat. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to do another coat of, I think this is dry. So I'm going to do another coat of the white. So I'm just going to go back over the white for the petals. That way it looks a little thicker while that dries. And then we'll do our bee. And I'm going to show you how to do a bee. All right. Just going to kind of go back over the white. I'm just going back over it. I'm not going to do any like crazy, crazy stuff here. I'm not going to do any fixins. I'm not going to try to make it look perfect or anything. I'm just going back over it. Because I want it to be thicker. Kind of get rid of the thinness of the paint that's on there already. Make sure I don't touch the black portion of it. Okay. I might need some more paint. No, I don't get it. All right. I really am digging this black and white thing, or the colors. I really like this. I think that was a good choice. I was debating if I wanted to do a paint party with this. I tried to find these glasses at the Dollar Tree, these wine glasses at the Dollar Tree, but I couldn't find them. But I think the other ones would be great too. This would be cool to do for a paint party. I've never done a glass paint party. I've just painted on glass, like. I'm kind of doing like a little dabbing up here to kind of give it some texture a little bit. There we go. All right. That looks a lot better. It's a lot thicker. There we go. Now it looks really good. I like it. All right. So now I'm going to show you how to do a bee. I'm going to do You've never done an in-person paint party? Oh my goodness, they're so much fun, Karen. You've got to do one. It's so, so much fun. Oh my goodness. My very first paint party was a kid's birthday party. And they just had a blast. And kids, they just do their thing. Like they kind of just, sorry. Ooh, my mouse does that. It goes out. They just kind of do their thing. And we did a silhouette, actually. We did a silhouette with a hand, little hand, like heart. It was really, really cute. And they really, really enjoyed it. It was for a little girl's birthday party. She was turning, I think she was turning 8, or she was turning, I might be wrong. I think it was like, she was 8. Super, 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 super fun. Like, it was super, super fun. And like, I didn't realize how talented some kids are. Like, I'm just like, wow. I was just really blown away at how talented some kids are. And it was just amazing. I mean, I've been painting for quite a while. I painted in high school. Like, I took art classes in high school. I was doing something. Hold on. I was thinking and I was doing. Oh, I was looking at the bee, but I was also thinking about what paintbrush to use next. So, I mean, I've painted for a while. I've been painting most of my life, doing arts and crafts and stuff like that. But kids are just like, I don't know, they're like sponges. Like, they just, I don't know, they just really, I think they're like my favorite. They're like kind of my favorite paint party. I don't know. Like, they're like my favorite type of paint party. And I think they're like the best experience if you ever like do a paint party. Like, they're like your best like first experience. And so don't get me wrong, like, I love doing adult paint parties too, but I really, really like the kids. Like, the kids ones are like the best. Like, they are 100% my favorites. And I'm missing my liner brush. Here's my liner brush. So I'm going to grab my liner brush. And I think that I lost train of thought. Whoa. Thought went right out the window. Sorry. I think that if you ever do a paint party, that I think you should do a kids paint party. I think that should be like your first paint party. That's just my opinion. Because it's literally the most fun, and like, they just have a blast. They just like, they go and they do whatever. They're like these little tiny little artists, and they just do their thing, and don't really have to give them direction. They don't freak out as much, and they have like, it's just like they kind of have like a free spirit. Like, they just do whatever. They just don't, I don't know. Like, it's really, really hard to explain. Like, they just don't have, it's like, it's kind of like they don't have very high, I'm not saying they don't have expectations. I'm just saying they don't really have, I don't know. You know how like us as adults, we have like, yeah, they do. Yes, there's no fear. Like, they don't have like, they have like no, I don't know. Like, it's like they don't have, yeah, it's like they don't have any fear. Like, someone's going to judge them or make them feel a certain way because of their art, like, it's like they have no, it's like they're carefree. And I don't know, like, and I start to think like, as adults, we should, like, I feel like we should be like that, like, we should be carefree. We should be like that when we're doing art, we should be like non-judgmental of our own art, like, be a kid at heart, when we're doing art. Like, I really think that we should be like that. Because it's, I don't know, like, when I think of my kids, because my son, he loves to do art, and he like, yeah, just let it happen. Like, he loves art, and it's like, he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care if his brothers are like, oh, well, that doesn't look cool. He's like, I don't care. Like, he's going to create anyways. He doesn't care what other people think. And I love that about my son, by the way. Like, I love that he doesn't care what, his brothers think. And I love that he still like does his own thing, because I think that's important. I think it's important that he understands that he's, he should be able to create whatever he wants, without, you know, feeling the judgment of other people, you know. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. See, I feel like, you know, since the pandemic, I feel like um art kind of just like here at least. I don't know if anywhere else around like um the US or whatever, but for me here, I feel like art kind of like dwindled in the background. Like I felt like it was just kind of, I don't know. Cuz my son says like they're not doing as much here. Like they're not doing a lot of art stuff and he's very like sad about it. Like, oh. So I try to like get him to do more at home with me. So I don't know, like I feel so I don't know. I feel like art is important for schools, you know, like I think that art is there's so much lessons to be had in art, you know, in school. Anyways, I'm going to be on here forever if we don't get to work, right? I swear I could probably like talk forever about art in school and like, you know, with kids and I, I think it's important. I really do. But let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do the bee. So how I do a bee is I kind of just do shapes. Like I try to make it as simple as possible because I don't like to make anything complicated. I really don't. I don't like to make a lot of things complicated because to be honest, if I make things complicated, then then you can do it. So I like to make things into shapes. I like to do shapes. So I think things in shapes when I'm doing things and I'm creating stuff. So I start with shapes and so I have my picture up here. And I'm going to start with like a oval. So I'm going to start with oval. So I'm going to start with an oval shape. And I'm going to make sure I don't get like, and it doesn't matter where you put your bee. You can put your bee wherever you want. It's like sticking to me. Sorry. I'm trying to like not get paint all over myself. Okay. So I'm just going to start with an oval and I'm just going to do, and it might look kind of weird for right now. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to start with an oval. And I'm just going to start with a black outline and I'm going to go back over it with I'm going to fill it in with the yellow. I probably should have started with the yellow, but it's whatever at this point. Because, yeah. And then with the wings are going to be, I probably should have moved that up a little bit. Hold on. Let me move my little guy up a little bit. Because the wings are going to go into the flower. You know what? It's okay. Let it go into the flower. Let it go into the flower. We're just going to let it go into the flower. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the wings because it's just going to be all outline. And how I do the wings is I just kind of think about butterflies. So if you've ever done a butterfly, I kind of just do, I don't know, like I just kind of do a butterfly wing. But it's like a shorter wing. So it's like more of a circle at the bottom. It's not. So it's a circle at the bottom. I try to do like a circle at the bottom. This one's a little hard because it's like I'm doing it sideways. And then it curves in. All right, so there's my little bee. Now I got to do its head because I'm not done. I have to do its head. So now his little head, oops, I got too much paint. Try not to put too much paint on there because if you do, you end up putting too much. Okay, So its head is just a circle. I just do like a big circle. I know it looks like a fly right now. And then I do little antler, those little, what are those things called? Little, I forgot what they call them. I almost said antlers, but they're not antlers. They're, oh no, I forgot what they call them. You know what I mean. The, I'm totally went blank with what it, yeah, antennas, yes. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a day. It's a Friday. I feel like this has been like the longest week ever. All right, so yes, antennas. So there's the antennas. Okay. And then he has legs. So like we have to like do the legs. So I do the legs, kind of bringing the legs out. I know like it looks like I'm doing like a lot of details. I don't know if you could see what I'm actually doing. Probably not. Can you see what I'm doing? Probably not. Okay. It looks like I'm doing a lot of details, I know. I'll just bring his legs out. Now, I'm going to put his legs out there too. Now, he's a little big, I know, but because sometimes it's like really hard to see when it's all the way down when I'm trying to. So his leg comes out this way, so we're going to bring it out and then this way. Oh, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. It's okay. Do that. Oops. It's all right. Make a mistake. It's okay. I just went the wrong way. So instead of going that way, make sure you go the opposite way. So you're going to go this way. And then this way, we're going to go. I know he looks like a little fly right now, but we're going to get him to look like a bee. I promise. Okay. So far, I know he looks like oh, hold on. There we go. He doesn't look like a bee right now. I promise he's going to look like a bee. I'm going to do yellow. So let's fill I'm going to fill his head in because his head is black. So we're going to go ahead and fill his head in. And I think I'm just going to do one bee. I don't think I'm going to do a second one. You know what would have been really, really cute? If I did maybe a ladybug. I really like the bee too. The ladybug would have been cute too. You could do a ladybug. If you wanted to do a ladybug, you could do a ladybug. You could probably do almost any type of bug you wanted to do. But I thought that I really was thinking of like the black and the yellow with the daisy, because the black and the yellow. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yep, you're right. It would be easier. Yes. Thank you, Karen. Yes, you're right. I probably should do that. I'm just going to go ahead and do the black all the way over. I don't know what I was thinking. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and just fill it all in. And then what I'll do is I'll just do the wings. I'm going to do in white, but I'm going to kind of do like, I'm going to dip my paintbrush in the white here in a minute while it's still wet and do like a gray color to it so it looks like wings. Okay, I'm going to dip my color into the gray or the white to make it kind of look like gray. Oops. Whoa. Got too much on my paintbrush. Okay. I'm gonna get it. Eventually it's gonna happen. Okay. There we go. I got too much in this one right here. So just filling in the wings, a little bit of white. I had a little bit too much white in that one, so I'm kind of just filling in. That way it looks like the wings are right there. And then I'm going to go over with the yellow. Great suggestion, Karen. Thank you so much for that. I didn't know. Sometimes you get like just like a brain freeze. Like, I don't know if you're anything like me, but sometimes like you have like this like brain like block. Like, I don't know if it's like a brain blockage. Like you forget like what's going on for a moment. And that's what happened to me right there for a minute. I was like, So thank you. Appreciate that. I always love getting suggestions of like what I can do because sometimes I'm just like, and I'm always open for that. Because the one thing about art is that you have to be open for, sorry, my dog just like ran into the door. Sorry. You always have to be open for suggestions. She like ran into the door back there. Okay. I don't know if you're noticing what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of like taking my white and I'm kind of making like, I'm kind of making like a shadow look to it. Like I'm giving him a little bit of shadow. I'm kind of making a little texture. Oh, that's too much texture. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I can kind of get it a little bit. There we go. I know he looks like a fly, but I promise you he's going to look like a bee. Okay. So let me go ahead and get my yellow. That has brown in it, so we're going to have to get some more, a little bit more yellow. All right. Now let's do our yellow. Now we got to do the stripes because we know that a bee has black stripes. So, well, I did not wipe my paintbrush. Make sure you rinse your brush before you put it in another color. Don't be like me and try to stick it in a different color. Yeah, make sure you rinse your brush. Okay. Let's go ahead. Whoop, let me clear my throat. Let's go ahead and do the yellow. So the bee has yellow on his body. So we're going to go ahead and do, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. And we're going to start at the top. And I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to leave. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many times I've done that. I've like rinsed it in my coffee mug. I almost did it last night too. When I was doing my little sunflower sample for my glass. Oh my goodness. It was bad. Oh, I've done that so many times. And I don't know how many times I've done a paint party. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've had so many people who've had a drink and they've put their paintbrush. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it to where you guys can see what I'm doing. I've had them put their paintbrush in their drink. Yeah. Talk about ruining the night for themselves. Actually, it didn't ruin themselves. They didn't ruin the night. But yeah. And I always pre-warn them too. Like I'm like, I just want to let you guys know that make sure you use your water cup and not your wine glass or your drinking glass for rinsing your brush. Okay. How many stripes I'm going to do? I don't know how many stripes I want to do. How many stripes do bees have? Does anybody know? Did that and drink it anyways. That's so funny, Karen. You've done it anyways. It's funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's funny. I don't think I have done that. I don't think I've ever done that. Let's see. I'm going to leave the bottom black. I'm going to do a little bit up here. There we go. Oh, okay. I don't know how many stripes do bees have? Does anybody know? I don't know. I was going to look it up, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I think we're just going to do it. Let's just do it. Okay. I know, like, I don't know why I'm hesitating. I think it's just because I'm trying to, like, figure out where I'm going to put this line. Okay. I think I'm going to put it right here. We're just going to put it right here. So I guess you could just put it wherever you want, but I'm going to put it right here. And this is looking actually really, really good. And I know at first it looked like a little fly, but it's not. It's a bee. It's a bee. I'm not done yet though, because I have to do his eyes. Just do 3, you said? Okay. 3? Well, I did like, I don't know. I guess I could do, I did like one big, well, I don't know. Kind of did 2, but it looks like a bee. We're going to put a stinger on him. You use a little stinger, but I'm going to do like a little, we're going to do like I'm doing a little line across. I'm going to do a little line across. You'll see here in a minute, but I'm going to do a little stinger on the bottom and give him a little stinger. So, to kind of make it noticeable that he's, a little bee. But let's do his eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do his eyes. He's looking cute. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as 2. Yeah. Looking really good. I like it. I'm going to have to do another coat of the black, though, on the stem. Okay. I'm having way too much fun, guys. This one's really fun. I really like this one. I might actually do this one as a paint party. I might actually ask one of the local ladies if they want to do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, eyes are easy to do, and I know some people get nervous about doing eyes. They're like, oh, I don't know how to do eyes. But they really are just dots. Oh, yeah, well, that's probably why sometimes that happens, you know. But that's because I had a little hair kind of not, that's okay. When that happens, guess what I could do? It's called, I can just go over it with black. And that's okay. And usually when people are like, I don't know how to do eyes, like, or like, you know, they don't know how to get that little small little dot, what I'll tell them is, look, all you have to do is take it like a pencil, like you're using a pencil, and make sure, also, like, make sure you don't have any wild hairs like I did. I had like really wild hairs. You could see like my little wild hair right here. And it's because I used it too many times. So I just straighten it out. Like I like to straighten it out like this. I use my fingers and I'll straighten it out to kind of give it a little tug. Because sometimes that happens. Like you'll get stray hairs, and if not, then just get a new brush. Get a new smaller brush. Sometimes I have to use like a really tiny brush. Now I have a really, really tiny brush that's really, really good for eyes, like really tiny eyes. Or I've actually done this before. I've taken a pencil, like I've taken like a pencil top, like little pencil thing, and I actually dipped it in the paint, and I can use that too. Or you can use the back of the brush. Yep, I've done that too. You can use the back of the brush. You can use a pen. You can actually use the tip of a pen. You can use the tip of a pencil. Oh my goodness. I've used so many things for like just dots. Because I'm about to show you how to use dots, how I do dots, actual round dots like I like, because we're going to do dots on the bottom here. So I'm going to show you how I do those dots. Because I know for the longest time, I had an issue with doing circles and dots. And I hated doing circles and dots because I could never get my circles and dots round enough. And I would never do them. So it wasn't until I figured out that I can use the back of my paintbrush to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You can also use other things, and I will show you how to do that too. So I'm going to show you that really cool strip here in a minute. So that's dry. So let me go ahead. I think my paintbrush is good to go. And I can use it now. If it will let me. It'll like not do that. Actually, you know what? Do I have a smaller paintbrush? Where is my really tiny paintbrush? I have like a really, really tiny paintbrush. And I don't know where it's at. Like it's like literally, it's so tiny. It looks like it just doesn't have bristles on it. I think this is it. It might be it. No, that's not it. You would think that would be it. Oh. It's going to take me forever to find it too because it's so tiny. Okay. Maybe it's over here. This isn't tiny, but this will work. It's better than the one I had. I don't know what happened to that one. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and do dot and dot. All right, there we go. We got the eyes. I don't know if you saw that. The eyes. Woohoo! Don't mind my dog. She barks at everything. All right, so we got the bee. Oh, I got to do, okay, so now we're going to do the little stinger. Oh, let me go ahead and switch paintbrushes real fast. She's going to bark at everything. There she goes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the stinger. It's just like a triangle. That's it. That's it. Just a triangle. And then, oh, that's someone's home. Oh, her favorite person's home. Her favorite person's home. So now we're gonna do the trail. Oh, hi. Hey, what are you doing home?
I've been calling you for like an hour.
Oh, I'm workshop.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
These are onion rings.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry. My husband brought me treats. Thank you. That was sweet of him.
Yeah.
Are you home for the day?
Yeah, I'm starting to see much. I'm gonna go put a starter in.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my trail. Oops, hold on. His little zzz, it's gonna be like a little, little buzzy trail or whatever. He brought me a drink. I know, right? He's so nice. Oh, he thought of me. Okay. So we're gonna do a little trail. So I'm gonna do okay, it was nice seeing you on here. Thank you for coming. Have a great day. Have a great Friday. All right, I'll see you later, Karen. Bye. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the trail. We're gonna do, it's just a line. So it's gonna go this way, this way, this way. So this way and this way. Kind of like, oh, you guys didn't even see what I was doing. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. All right, and that's it for that. So we're not going to do any more trailing. We're just going to leave it as that. So I don't know if you can see that. And I think we're just going to do the 1B. That looks really, really good. Now I have to go back and repaint the black portion of this because it needs another coat to it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and paint that. Right. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and paint that. I'm just going to use a flat brush for this so that it can get painted quickly. Because I want this to be covered in black and I want it to be full black. I don't want it to be just a little bit. And make sure that there's spots. If there's spots that are left, just go ahead and finish the black portion of it. And I'm kind of just turning it around like this. I'm really digging this black and the white. Like that's really, really cool. Okay. So I'm going to bring it back up. Okay. Now, after this dries, we're going to do our dots. And I'm going to show you a method. I'm going to show you two methods. I'm going to show you two methods that I like to use when doing dots. Okay. I really, really like this one. I really like this one. So glad I decided to go with the B. Look at that thing. All right. I think I got all, let me see. Did we get it all? Just want to make sure I got it all up here. Okay. Did I get it all? Okay. Let's see. All right. So I think we have it all. So I'm going to let it dry. Let's go ahead and let it dry for a minute. If you can go ahead, if you've been watching, if you rewatch, if you've been watching, just go ahead and just put hashtag Daisy in the comments. That way I can put your name in the drawing for the monthly drawing, just to kind of just to say, like, I appreciate you guys watching me and being here. And I just want to kind of give away something at the end of the month for you guys. I want to do something for you guys. Oh, it's my favorite. It's ocean water. Sorry. I'm like really thirsty. My husband's the best. He's the bestest. Sorry. It's a Friday. It's so great. It's Friday. I have the throat. Oh my goodness. Okay. So if you could please just hashtag Daisy. We're gonna do our dot two in a minute. So hashtag Daisy. I don't know if you can see. Is it coming up? What's going on here? Oh, you know what? It would help if I did this. Okay. So is it like, uh-oh, did it? I think it froze. Hold on. Uh-oh, it came off. Okay, hold on. I think my phone just died. All right, so my phone just died. So we're gonna roll with the punches. Okay. My phone just died, so that just happened. Thank goodness it happened at the end and not like in the middle of painting. But so I'm just gonna kind of show you the dots right here. But if you could please just hashtag Daisy in the comments so that your name can go into a drawing. If you're watching or rewatching, it doesn't matter. If you are catching me on replay, just hashtag Daisy. I want to put your name in the drawing for the end of the month. I'm going to be drawing names on the 31st. Just a customer appreciation, or not customer appreciation, or more like a viewer appreciation, because you're here, you're viewing, you're you're watching me, you're hanging out with me. So it's just more like appreciation. I just want to give back to you guys to show you that I appreciate you. And so yeah, hashtag Daisy, just go ahead and put that in the comments, and your name will be put in a drawing for a giveaway, because I'm a giver. I love to give. That's how I love on you. I love to give. That's just who I am. Whoa, that just popped up. I don't know what that was. It popped up on my screen. So yes, as we're letting this dry. Oh, I got hair on here. See, it's probably from a paintbrush. As we're letting this dry, anybody have any questions? Do you have any questions for me? Are you wondering like what's next? Like, are you wondering how do I get access to the supply list? How do I get, sorry. If you want the supply list, so how do I get access to the supply list? Maybe if you want supply lists, I do these workshops monthly. They're free. You don't have to pay for them. You can go to our free Facebook community page or community group. I just put it in the comments for you guys. And you can post your work there. You can, whatever workshops I do them for free. You can go and you can post your work there. You can show off your work. You just post a picture. We do a lot of challenges. I'm going to be doing a Mayflower challenge in May. I'm going to do a flower challenge in May. So that's coming up soon. I have so many like things that are going to be happening in the group that I'm excited about. And some of us, it's gonna be I think it's gonna start in mid-May. I think I'm gonna start it in mid. I might start it in mid-May. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it will definitely be very sorry. Oopsie. I just messed that up. See, this is what happens when I look at it and then it like, yes, that's why. The perfectionist in me. But there's a lot of things that are going to be happening, especially in the group, but also on my Facebook business page. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are going to be changing that I'm going to be doing to kind of help you guys create more. And so that's why I kind of created the free group so that you can go in there and you can get the free workshops. You can get the free canvases stuff too. Next week, we're doing the bunnies. I'm doing the 3 bunnies canvas. Now, I do share it on my business page, and I do share it to my YouTube because I want it to be free to everybody. But the supply list and everything is in the group, and I keep it like that because it's just easier to keep it in one spot. That way you can go grab the supply list, you can go grab the tracers, you can go grab whatever you need and go do it. And then when you go do it, you can go post your pictures, you can go post what you need, like you can go post and go and get encouragement and get inspired by other people, because you might not create something like this. You might create something different. You might, your flower might not look like someone else's flower. Your flower might not be a white flower. Your flower might be a purple flower. Your flower might be a yellow flower. Your flower might be a pink flower. You know, you never know. So the point of the group is to have a community where you can go and you can share your work and you can share to get encouragement, but also so we can cheer you on and so that you can get inspiration from other people who are creating too. So I hope that that will inspire you to create more. And so that's kind of why I created it. So yeah, I do put this on my business page, but I also put everything in the supply list and everything in the group because it's just easier to kind of put it there, I guess, instead of just sending you guys a link to go. It's just easier to kind of grab it there, and then you're already there, so the live is already there, so you might as well just be there, right? It's just all in one place. It's just all in one place, and I'm able to like kind of broadcast across 3 different platforms. So, and it just makes it a lot easier. Sorry, I'm thirsty. I'm like really thirsty today. All right, so this is dried. So I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 methods. I'm going to show you 2 methods that I like to do. Now, you not necessarily have to use these methods. I'm just going to show you 2 methods, 2 tips, 2 tricks. I know Karen had said earlier, she said that she uses the back of her paintbrush. I use the same thing. I use the same back of the paintbrush, but I also use dun, da, da, da. That was such a weird effect. That was such a latent effect, right? And then nothing came of it. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh no! I just dropped all my pencils. Okay. Can you try that again? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. It's a Friday. Woo! Okay. Sorry. Hold on. I have to find the perfect pencil. Hold on. Ooh, I said it. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, you guys ready? Are you ready? Ready? Hold on. Oh my goodness. Do I not have a perfect? No, I don't. Okay. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but it kind of needs to be. Okay. Are you ready? Wait a minute. I probably need. Let's see. No, let's do just. Yeah, we'll do the back of our. Maybe. Hold on. Okay. So you could use the back of a pencil eraser. So you could use the back of the pencil eraser. So this one's actually really good. So you can use the back of the pencil eraser, or you can use the back of a paintbrush like Karen had mentioned earlier, or you can use the tip of a pen, the tip of a pencil, right? Or you can use just a paintbrush, right? Now, there's other things that you can use. Do I have it on me? But we're going to use one or two methods. So, okay. Oh, my goodness, my ear. Ow. Hold on, just. Sorry. Ooh, that was weird. My ear just popped. So now we have a decision to make. So either we can do our dots in yellow, or we can do our dots in white. Now, I kind of want to do my dots in yellow, and I kind of want to do them in white. But then I was thinking, well, maybe I do like swirlies. But then I was like, I don't want to do swirlies. I want to do dots. So I don't know. So I think I'm going to try to do both and see which ones I like the most. So my dog has gone nuts though. She's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs today. I got hair on here. Of course my hair's on there. Okay, so, all right. So to do dots, all you do is I'm going to do small dots. I'm not going to do big dots. I'm going to keep my fingers in here, and we're going to do dots. So I'm going to start with, I'm debating if I want to do yellow dots or if I want to do white dots. So since I am debating on which ones I want to do, I'm just going to start with my yellow. So I'm just going to look at it, and I'm just going to start my dots. Now, I'm just going to kind of put you down here so you can see what I'm doing. And I can't see your comments because I lost signal on my phone. So, but I'm just simply putting a dot here. Do I like it? I think we're going to go with the yellow. And I'm just putting dots wherever I think I want them. And I'm kind of just doing like a little pattern kind of. I'm not doing any like sort of I'm just kind of now I don't have to stop there if I don't want to. I can if I want to. I can keep going. I can go up the stem if I want. Right? Or what I could do is I could stop there, right? I could stop here. I could stop here and be done. Correct? I could. Let's just do a little bit more. don't want too many dots, because if you put too many dots, then it's just going to look really, really cluttered, right? So I think that's good. I like the amount of dots there. Now, do I want to do a pattern going all the way up, or do I want to leave this as is? Now, it's your decision if you want to leave it as is, or if you want to go up the stem. Now, you could go up the stem if you want. Daryl, I don't understand what you're asking. Are you asking a question? I'm not sure. I don't think you're asking a question, but if you are, please let me know if you're asking me a question about what I'm doing. If you are, I am doing dots on the bottom of my wine glass that I'm painting. So if you want to start, if you want to stop here, then that's okay. If you don't, then you can go up the stem. So I'm gonna not stop there. So I'm gonna go up the stem. So going up the stem, I'm just gonna kind of do like a pattern of as you can see, I'm just doing random dots wherever. Doesn't matter. I just don't want too many, because if I have too many, then it's just not going to look right. All right, I think that's good. All right. I think that looks really, really good. I think that that's really good. I think that I really, really like that. I think we are done, guys. I think this is done. I think this looks really good. I really, really like it. I'm so glad we did this today. Oh my goodness. And I know it took a while for us to do it because I chatted the whole entire time and I apologize. Not really. Because I'm a chatter. I really am. I get on here and I chat. And I know, like, I can rant. But there you have it. There is our bee wine glass. I am so happy about this. Now, okay, so as I said in the beginning, cheers, by the way. Cheers. Okay. In the beginning, I have to let this sit for 4 days. So I'm not done yet because I have to let it sit for 4 days. And then, and only then, can I put my glitter on it. Now, I have to set it for 4 days, and then I have to bake it at 375. So I have to bake it at 375, let it sit in there for 30 minutes, and then let it cool. And only then can I put the glitter on it. So now I'm going to do glitter on this. And I'm going to, look how cool this looks though, guys. You know what? I might have to paint the bottom of this. I didn't realize this, but maybe I should paint in there because it's like clear right here. Should I paint that? I don't know. I probably should have painted this because it's like clear in there. I didn't want to paint the bottom of it because I didn't want to have to like deal with like the stickiness of the bottom. Actually, it looks really cool, not painted. But there you have it. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off on here. I've been here for 2 hours. I'm ready to hop off, but I had so much fun. I am so excited. So go ahead and put hashtag Daisy. Even if you're rewatching it, just go ahead and put hashtag Daisy. I'm going to go ahead and go back and I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to see who put hashtag Daisy. And I'm going to put you in our drawing and see who wins at the end of the month. So you're going to have more opportunities to put yourself in the drawing. So I'm actually going to put almost everybody who goes and likes my page. So that's another thing. I'm going to do a post and I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and like and share my page. And whoever likes and share my page, I'm going to put you in my drawing too. Those who have already liked my page are already going to be in my drawing. So there's a bug. I don't know what that was. Oh, the back door's open. Oh, okay. Anyways, so you're going to have opportunities to be put in the drawing. And this is just my appreciation. I love to give. I'm a giver. That's my love language. I love giving. So I am so happy this came out looking so good. If you want the supply list, go to the group. Go get the supply list. Go make your wine glass. Show me your work. I want to see what you make. I want to see what you create. I can't wait to see what you create. I would love to see what you create. I want to see what you create. I want to see what you can make. Okay? All right, guys. I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. All right. Bye.